Hey guys, so this is going to be a real quick update because I don't have time. As you can see, my roots are a bit debatable. I am getting them done today because, as I've mentioned, I've got a flight tomorrow. So I'm trying to film a video, finish editing a different video that I can post today, go to work, come back, post the video, continue editing this video, but also get my roots done, get a wax, and still have time to completely pack and go on holiday. I know, I'm living my best life because I have zero time management skills and I think I can get everything done last minute, and here I am panicking, stressing, not getting everything done last minute. Now, I want to establish a few things. I am not a drama channel. I am not Drama Alert. I am not John Cookian. I am none of those people who will jump on every little thing. However, when there's a story that gets blown so big and a few people, ask me to talk about it, I will talk about it, but I am not here to serve the tea. I'm here to serve my opinion, and that is the thesis. So we're gonna jump right into it. So there's this thing on the internet now, the whole cancelled trend, hashtag so-and-so is over party or so-and-so is cancelled. And I think sometimes it is understandable. However, there are situations in which I think, yes, someone has fucked up, but does that mean they don't deserve to have a career? They don't deserve to have a job because of a few tweets? Everyone says dumb shit, right? When you're like 12 and you maybe played on Xbox 360 Live and some 12-year-old started cussing you out and you didn't even know half the shit they were saying to you and you had to actually Google it. It was some racist. Does that mean they're necessarily racist? No. I mean, could they be? Sure. But does that mean that now that is stopping them 20 years later from getting a job? No, it's not. Should that stop them from getting a job? No, I don't. Sorry, that's my kneecap. We're gonna ignore that for a minute. And I think sometimes we forget that everyone was a preteen at one point, a preteen who didn't have a brain of their own, a preteen who just said edgy shit because they thought they were like iDubbbz. Have I said some top shit? Probably. I mean, I didn't have Twitter back then, so ain't no tweets resurfacing, but I might have retweeted some shit when I first got Twitter, and then I'll look back on it in 20 years time and be like, are you dumb? What is wrong with you? Sometimes tweets will resurface, like with Jack Maynard stuff, where the person tweeting them is like 15. Like Jack Maynard was 15 when he was tweeting that stuff. Should we cancel him for it? No. He was a preteen. He was, a dumb boy who was trying to be edgy and was trying to, sound cool, make a few jokes, get a few retweets, and it resurfaced and now is ruining his career. He got kicked off a show that he could have possibly gone pretty far in because of tweets he made when he was 15. Are we really going to keep on, pushing that cancelled agenda that we have going right now, where we're just trying to cancel everyone, ruin everyone's career? What if in a few years' time I manage to grow this channel to a reasonable state? And as I said, some of you will go back and be like, oh, well, in 2012 you retweeted this tweet that said that so-and-so is so-and-so, and all of a sudden my career is done. And now you're in this paranoid state of like, I don't know what I tweeted back then. I don't know what I liked back then. I don't know what I retweeted back then, but I knew that back then I was a dumb. But yeah, I think some things, understandable. We can cancel some people for some things they've done, but sometimes it's just so unreasonable, so crazy to try and cancel someone, ruin their career, ruin their life, take money away from them. Technically, you're ruining their career. Like, you're taking money out of their pocket at this point because of a tweet that they made a few years ago. There is now a story that people have asked me to talk about with Laura Lee, Manny MUA, Gabriel and Nikita. And this all centered around a true king, Geoffrey Starr. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for saying that. I personally really like Geoffrey Starr. I like the way he handled his scandals and I like the way he went about apologizing for stuff. It seemed genuine. He didn't try to force a cry like Laura Lee. Laura Lee, please. One, you're not a good actor. Two, that tear. There was a jump cut between no tear and tear. As far as I'm concerned, those were eye drops. Don't do this little squeaky, yeah, that's not crying. No one cries like that. If you can't force yourself to cry or fake cry, then don't do it. You might as well just not do it. Just look at how Geoffrey Starr handled it. Try and imitate that and put that into your own YouTube channel, because clearly this fake crying ain't doing it for anyone, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people pretending to cry. If you can't cry on command, don't do it. And obviously they posted that picture where they were trying to copy the Kardashians, and instead of just being like cool about it, like, oh my god, we're the Kardashians, they were like, I don't see why that was necessary. First of all, if you're not friends with someone anymore, unless they murdered your firstborn child, How about you stop acting like a 12-year-old and you move on with your life? It is really that simple. Don't come for people's careers just because you're not friends anymore. Because at one point in time, you were friends. And at one point in time, they helped you out. They made your company. They helped you make your products. They helped you distribute your products. They helped to build your career. So how about once you stop being friends, you shut the fuck up? Here's the thing. And now saying that makes me sound like a cunt. If they really, really did you wrong, then at that point, yes, you have the right to call them the out. But to try and come for them for no apparent reason, you know, you're trying to come for them for stuff that was explained a while back. Geoffrey Starr was racist back in the day, but there was a lot of things that were taken out of context, and there were a lot of things that weren't explained properly that he explained in the Shane Dawson documentary, and that he further explained on his channel that he already apologized for multiple times. Now, I don't know what else he can do at this point. I don't know if you want him to jump into fire to prove to you that he's not racist anymore. And I think we as an audience will never know if he's still racist or not, because we don't spend time with him, and he's obviously not going to put that on the internet. Wow, look at me just being racist. But I don't know what else you want him to do. If you don't like him, you don't like him. If you like him, you like him. But can we just stop pushing this Geoffrey Starr is cancelled bull? He apologized. He seemed genuine. If it's not, it's not. If it is, it is. He did his part, and I respect that. He didn't try to get sympathy for it. He didn't try to do a little fake tear crying moment. He just tried to apologize. That is literally it. Can we stop coming for people that did stuff ages ago that they have now apologized for? But here's the thing. You come for Geoffrey Starr for being racist, and each one of you motherfuckers were racist. Each one of you in that picture had racist tweets. So now that makes you, one, a hypocrite, and two, a idiot. Don't come for people if you know you did the exact same back in the day, because that puts you in the exact same boat as Geoffrey Starr. And now if you hadn't called him out, you wouldn't have been called the fuck out. That's my opinion on that situation. That's my opinion on the matter. It's funny because, you know, Geoffrey Starr is having his best week right now. Literally, you tried to ruin his day, but you actually gave him the best week of his career. Well, no, the second best week, right after the Shane Dawson documentary. Because you tried to come for his career and ruined yours instead. You came for one career and ruined four. I think Geoffrey Starr is laughing right to the bank, and you're crying over your social blade. Do I think that what they did was stupid? Yes. Do I think they are hypocrites? Yes. Do I think they deserve to have their career ruined over it? No. They tried to call out Geoffrey Starr because there's clearly some beef there. Fine. It was a bit petty. It was so unnecessary. But getting their careers ruined over tweets they made years ago is not it. It's just not doing it for me. Laura Lee has now been taken off the Morphe list, which was her moneymaker. That was her moneymaker. And none of her products are on the website. Her name is not on the website. I don't know if her code works anymore. BoxyCharm made a public statement saying that they won't be working with Laura Lee anymore. So does she deserve to be ridiculed? Yes. Does she deserve to lose subs? Frankly, yes, because it means people are now getting their eyes open. But for companies to now be coming out and for companies to be forced to not work with these people anymore because their own public image is being ruined is a bit sad, because it is technically taking money out of her pocket. And I don't care how much money she's made so far. She could be a billionaire for all I care, but coming for people's money and coming for people's careers is a bit rude, because this is all happening now. Not over her coming for Geoffrey Starr, but over tweets she made years ago. Should we cancel her for it? No, but you can just stop watching her videos if you want. You can unsubscribe if you want, but for her to now be losing a contract with companies and losing that aspect of her career is a bit sad. Nikita had a good apology. Manny MUA is just chatting all over. You saw the caption before you liked the thing, before you commented. If you had time to comment under that tweet, you had the time to read the caption. And the main guy that posted it, I don't know if it's all about you, but you've basically just fucked yourself over. Hey guys, so I'm currently in the process of editing the video that you're watching right now. But I just came across a part of the video where I stopped, saying how Gabriel up, which at the time of recording the video, that opinion made sense. that opinion stood on its own 2 damn feet. But now, after his explain video and his apology video, whatever you want to call it, that opinion doesn't stand anymore. I took a fat 180 U-turn on my opinion, and I just thought it was unfair for me to leave that opinion in there, but it was also unfair for me to take it out, because then I'm not mentioning a big chunk of the story. So I thought last minute I'd just add this bit in. I think Gabriel's apology wasn't an apology per se. He apologized to Geoffrey Starr, yes, but it was more of an explanation, and I think that's what makes it that bit more effective. He apologized to whoever he had to apologize to, but at the end of the day he just explained the situation so well, and so much better than Laura Lee could ever with her fake tears. The video was 40 minutes, but I recommend watching it if you're interested in this whole situation. I think it was 40 minutes of just pure, well explained stuff. I can't even speak. I'm so tired. My brain is fried. My brain is gone. My brain is dead, deceased, buried. But yeah, I just wanted to say, I think Gabriel shouldn't get any more hate. 100%. I think he explained the whole situation well. He explained why he said what he said. But he also spilt some tea. And if you like tea being spilt, then you'll enjoy that video, because he spilt a ton of tea about Manny, MUA and Laura Lee. However, that is not to say that my opinion in the whole video doesn't stand. I still don't think that they should be losing brand deals or contracts with companies, or just the ability to work with companies over this. I think this is beef between ex-friends, and if I was to lose a job every time I have an argument with my friends, I'd be broke. So I just think companies shouldn't be getting involved with this. I understand that debatable tweets were tweeted. However, those tweets were not tweeted right now. Maybe they have changed. I'm not saying they have, but if they have, then we should give them a second chance. And companies should not be involved with beef between friends, because that's basically what it is. I don't care if you have 5 million subs, 50 million subs, or 5 subs. This is beef between friends, and they just so happen to be famous, so it just so happens to be public. Gabriel and Geoffrey Starr and other true kings. It was only Geoffrey Starr at the start of the video, but now since I took my 180 twist on my opinion, we have 2 true kings in the situation, and I stan. And that is the thesis. So I'm signing out. A lot of people wanted me to talk about Geoffrey Starr. I think I've said my part here, and that's enough. That's all I need to say at this point. I think Geoffrey Starr has made multiple mistakes in his life, but the way he handled them is something that I respect. I don't respect him in the past, but I respect him now. And I think it's important nowadays to be able to move past things. Like, yes, you can have a dislike for someone, and you can have a dislike for something that they did. It doesn't mean they need to be cancelled. Like Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Logan Paul did the maddest at the end of 2017 and beginning of 2018, and he made a lot of mistakes. But at the end of the day, he is a human being. I said my part, but as long as he now redeems himself and shows people that he is a better person, I don't see why we should continue this hate train. KSI said some dumb shit about mental illness. Was it in the heat of the moment? Probably. Is that what he actually thinks? Probably not. Should he have said that? No, it was out of line. Does that mean he should be cancelled? No. People say dumb shit. We're only human beings. Can we stop the cancel train? Can we stop the hate train? Can we stop trying to come for people's careers over shit that they said that they probably don't mean? Unless someone's got a clear pattern and is showing a trend of racism, or showing a trend of just being a fine. But if someone's got this one-off tweet, can we just stop cancelling them? I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes in my life, and I've said some shit that I didn't mean to say. Does that mean I should be cancelled? I hope not. So yeah, I tried to film this real quick and I got very heated for a moment. Follow me on all my socials. They'll all be in the description down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below anything you want to comment down below. And subscribe, because I post videos sometimes. Turn on my post notifications so you know when I post. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.